There are 3 stages of fire NOC, provisional. So you have provisional fire NOC, you have final, what you call the occupancy, and the renewal. Fair enough. There are different things, provisional, when there's a piece of land, my team goes, inspects, puts some queries, you reply to the queries, and then you get a provisional NOC based on the merit. Likewise, when you come to final NOC, again you apply, final NOC, again we do an inspection. If there are queries, you reply to those queries and you get a fire NOC. That's the occupancy. So these are important, really important. What I want you to focus on, ladies and gentlemen, is the third one. That is the renewal. Renewal of NOCs. This is what I want to focus on today, apart from the other things. This, who needs a fire NOC? Obviously, from different stakeholders. Some of you are from industries, some of the builders bodies, and different associations. You are from RWA, but professionally you might also be into this field. You might be into industries, you might be into hospitals, nursing homes, schools, colleges, vagara, vagara. Commercial establishments. Some of you might be into commercial establishments, institutional, like I said, industries, and of course hazardous. That's also like among the professional categories we have. Why is it important? Needs not much of a reiteration. It's a well-known thing. You have to standardize some protocols in the way we live, the way we function, the way we operate, and the way we go ahead with our professions. Life safety assurances, structural safety compliances, legal regulatory compliances, disaster risk reduction. This is also an important parameter why there is a need of an NOC, a fire NOC. Sometimes there are issues related to insurance, like somebody loses some property, there is damage, then you have a lot of paperwork, documents, requirement and all. Most important is this one. I hope you are able to see. Sai Garu, you are, oh, fantastic, thank you. I was a little. So, this is about accountability and public confidence. This is again the most important area what I would like to emphasize upon today. Why is it essential? Why is it essential? Like for example, we go for a passport or what driving license, suppose DL. We go, we take a passport or we take a DL and that's the end of it. We all would wish that the passport and DL was given for life. Wouldn't we? हम सोचते हैं कि नहीं मना अट्ला आलोचन उन्होंने कहा we feel so this thing अरे why after 5 years again I have to go means those good old days. Now so you on the click of a button you do, you apply, you get whatever. It's minimum hassles. But in those good old days you have to go to the stand in the queue, वो पासपोर्ट सेवा केंद्र में किसी को मैनेज करके एंट्री करो, फोन करो, कुछ करो. You used to feel harassed. But there was a rationale behind it. Why did government put a limit to those things, those important documents? Driving license, why? They put a limit of 5 years or 10 years, depending on age and some criteria. Same thing for passport, 10 years के बाद renewal कराना है. There has to be a logic. Likewise, the same thing applies to a fire NOC. I would amazed actually if anybody, not only this audience, anywhere out there in the society also feels that there should be no renewal of a fire NOC. There should be no renewal. Does any of you agree to that? That there is no need of a renewal, why there should be a renewal? Anybody? Maybe somebody thinks that in Europe it's not there, in the US it's not there. Well, we are in India still. What is the importance of a renewal? You see, these are sound very boring. I mean, it's nothing new for all of you, but it's my duty to again put it before you. Through your channel, through your August, you can convey whatever best manner you can do. That is the whole idea. Like the general feedback, what I have got now, after being 6 months in this department, is that there is a need for a tremendous boost to the awareness part of firefighting, fire safety. That's an area which is weak, let me be very honest. I also take my share of the laxity in this part, and we are going to improve on this henceforth. Real-time compliances are issues, then prevention of complacency, install and forget, एक बार लगा दिया, चल रहा है. Fix institutional accountability, builders, everybody is a part of it, including me. I don't claim that I am aloof from all this. I am also equally part of this in whatever sense. Emergency preparedness. You need to be prepared. If fire incident doesn't come on a phone call or you say a message, then the fire will come. It will come. It happens at the most unexpected moments, at the most unexpected places. That is the beauty of a fire incident. Common deficiencies. Few slides will be repetitive, please bear with me. Fire protection systems failure, pumps don't work, sprinklers are dry or damaged. In some places, I am telling you, I happened to visit one of the very recent, very high-rise apartments. It was a very good, very upmarket society. First thing I observed, because now in the fire I keep on observing all these things. It comes automatically. I go to a movie hall, my family would be going in the movie theater, I would be looking at some फायर स्प्रिंकलर से क्या होगा तुम ठीक तो हो नहीं वो फायर स्प्रिंकलर का कुछ प्रॉब्लम है वो एग्जिट डोर में ताला मार के रखा वो किधर है उसको बुला चौकीदार को सो इट फॉर यू आल्सो लाइक व्हाटएवर प्रोफेशन यू डू so you will be looking into those things. You are chartered accountant, you will tell ये figure गड़बड़ है ये sheet ठीक नहीं है इसमें कुछ घपला है वगैरह वगैरह. So it happens. It comes naturally. The systems don't work. I went to this building and to my utter surprise, not a shock because we ultimately are here only in India, Telangana, Hyderabad. All these sprinklers, they still had those heads affixed. They did not even bother to remove those heads. Yeah, sprinkler nahi hai. So what happened? I thought if there is sprinkler, I could show whether it is removed here in this hall or not. So unless you remove the cap, it's a reddish kind of orangish cap. Cap. I am not a technical man, but what I make out is some cap. If you don't remove that cap, in case of a requirement, it will not work. It doesn't work. Likewise, smoke detectors. They are beautifully covered, those smoke detectors. It was covered nicely. I said, why put it? And this was an upmarket colony. Very educated people. Okay? So, open spaces. We are good at this. जितना भी encroach कर लो, कुछ भी कर लो, RW की सुनना नहीं सुनना. I understand the RWA goes through a lot. Goes through a lot. I was in Delhi in Central Deputation for good 7 years. I was the convener of that particular RWA. So I have a little bit of idea of what goes on in an RWA. You go to any movie hall, you find this? Do you? Or don't you? Every music, this thing, multiplex you go, you will find this. I have seen this thing even in hospitals. Hospital mein dekha. What do we make out of this? What do we make out of this? And this happens when somebody applied for a renewal NOC. Not that I was one fine day, I woke up and I decided to go and check your system. No. I can do that also. And we do also. We have the powers. But this is where we went for inspection. And he said, sir, we applied long back, sir. People are delaying. Okay, you go quickly. So this is what we encountered. Exit signage is not installed, missing, broken, torn, loosely hanging. Ducts again, these are like better photographs I am showing you, where some cement work has been done. Otherwise, normally it's open. The ducts, it is supposed to be sealed. What do you see here? They have put some patchwork. This they did when renewal, okay, नहीं साहब कुछ तो भी करो साहब renewal दो. So at least my people said 10 दिन में करके तो लगाओ कम से कम. Cement लगा दिया. Why it remains low, as I told you? Why 15 to 20%? Post occupancy neglect, builders sadly disengage. Once the building is done, you hand over the OC, paperwork is done, chalo. Now that ball goes into the court of the RWA. The RWA often lack technical capacity. Obviously, you come from different professions. You are there on a voluntary basis. You are not a fire engineer that you decided to become RW president one day. It was out of your passion, your interest to do something for your society, for your colony. Thank you so much.